I wanted to post a video kind of tying everything I learned together. Had some pretty deep insights the other day, and then Robert released his fucked in the ass video, and had a comment on the inertia release, and that is what helped me kind of piece it all together. And something I've been circling for the last like month that I've been doing, but I couldn't put a finger on it, and it would come and go. Was the inertia release, and I just wanted to document it all and just show you how it's all tied together. And I'm going to start with a drill, and then I'm going to break that drill down and show you why I think it's valuable and the parts and pieces for it. So I've got a setup here on the ground, and I'll move the camera a little bit lower so you can see it. I just don't have enough phone room. So what I have here is a medicine ball, and the drill that I would advocate. So you start in your setup position, you lift that medicine ball up. So I've got like an alignment aid. I get a 45 here and a 45 here. So I would call this drill, I don't know, the V-ball drill or something along those lines. But I have a 10-pound medicine ball here. What I do is start in my setup position, very, very neutral. At a 45 to my right, lift that ball up, pushing it out to get it up. Once I got that up, what I'll do is I'll drop all of my weight into my left heel. So weight of the ball, weight of my body, all of that into my left heel. And when I do that, I want to make sure I get my hand behind the ball, because I have another alignment aid here pointing off 45 degrees to the left. And then from there, I would extend out and try and push that ball down that alignment aid. So again, that drill is standing from neutral, lifting that ball up at a 45 to your right, dropping down, getting behind the ball so you can push it out at a 45 to your left. So here, I'll show you the alignment aids. So there they are. So I'm trying to lift this up at a 45 degree to the right, drop down so I can push out and down at a 45 to the left. Now, why I think that drill is important, and I think that if you could actually throw it, I'm indoors here. I go to the gym, and we have some slam balls that I do this drill with, and I started it yesterday, and I was like, oh, yep, that's right. It's the right feel, and that's why I feel comfortable sharing it. And I'll show you all the reasons why and how it all ties together. So the first thing I want to talk about is the kinetic chain. So kinetic chain is basically all you're doing is contracting and expanding, contracting and expanding. If that's a jump, so for a punch, you're contracting, expanding. For volleyball, contracting, expanding. For tennis, contracting, expanding. For baseball, contracting, expanding. Everything in the kinetic chain is a contraction and expansion. So for the kinetic chain for golf, it is the force drill, where all the weight goes into your left heel and then you expand out. Goes into your left heel and you expand out. So when we raise the kettlebell all the way up to the top here, what we're having is it's potential energy. It's stored potential energy. So we've got that weight as high as we can and have as much potential energy as we can possibly muster. When we drop into our left heel, what we're doing is we're contracting in. So we're contracting into that left heel. You're getting loaded on your left leg, your torso is coming down, your arms are dropping down, and you're getting as much weight into that left heel as you can, and then expanding out. So let's see how that relates to golf. So I just went over the kinetic and the force drill. So let's take the things that we know from Robert's videos. So we know we need to get into the left heel. The reason we need to get into the left heel is because of the kinetic chain. We know we don't push off the right hip, because then we aren't dropping in, we're lifting up. So we want all of our weight to be going down. So if we're pushing up on our right leg, we know it's not going down. And we know we don't want to get the club too far inside. We want to put it on our shoulders and extend out. So yeah, tricep extension, scapular traction, all that. So that's the stored energy there. We know the right arm needs to go into external rotation. Well, if you rotate in and get behind the ball, like that, that's external rotation there, and you stay in external rotation through the expansion. And so your transition is going to be dropping your weight into your left heel and getting into external rotation. So if you have the medicine ball, it's really easy to feel. What it feels like is you go from holding the ball to getting behind the ball ready to push it. So get behind the club so you're ready to push it out on this 45. And then so if you see that to me it looks like the master move. So I have done a vertical drop and I'm in external rotation with my arm and it's ready to expand at this point. So for me, I always had a hard time with the master move because I would get the external rotation, no problem, but then my palm represents the club face, and if my target's that way, my palm is facing way to the right of my target. So how do I close it? And my instinct would always be to turn it. Always be to turn it. And that has never served me well. Well, the inertial release video that Robert posted showed that he'd get here and then it would take it. So then, because it's 2D, it's so hard to see, but what it actually is it's the push of the medicine ball. It's an extension of the arm, and as you're extending the arm, the club head's gaining speed too, and the club head's going past your hands and then come across and roll up. So if you see a video where it looks like palms facing, and then Mike Austin says, oh, he flips his wrist. Well, he's not actually flipping his wrist. There's no way his forearms can create enough speed to do that. What's happening is he's pushed, and then his arm has run out of movement. Like his right arm's not fully extended because the left arm's holding on, so it can't fully extend. So at that point, when the left arm's fully extended, the hands and arms slow, and the club head passes his hands, and then it starts coming back. So that slap, that doesn't happen. What happens is a push, and then the club head passes, and it's retracted back in. So, to reiterate, start at the top, potential energy, drop it down, compress everything, and then extend out. Boom. So, with the medicine ball, looks like this. Potential energy, drop it down, push it out. The golf club looks like potential energy, drop it down, extend out. And I posted a lot about the circle drill. Well, that's the exact same thing, but this I think defines where you need to be pushing the inertial release, like where it should be going with the V. If I drop it down, get the club behind me. So this is the behind in front. The circle drill look like this. It's just where that force is going, where that inertia is going. So dropping it down into the master move and extending out. I think that was the last piece that I needed to really get a handle on everything. I hope this video helps you as much as it mentally solidifies the picture for me. Don't know if I have anything else to really share about the swing after this. I think at that point you're just playing with it. Hope this helps. Thanks, guys. Bye.